Welcome back, and thank you for joining the Serving My Master podcast. Now that we have a little bit of a better view how the Torah indeed is the guide to everything in our lives, telling us physically, mentally, how and what and when we should do and should behave in a way that would elevate us and would elevate the world and perfect us to a point where we can reach the highest service in the service of Hashem. We can take this to another level and understand that just as the Torah was perfect and complete at the time that it was given, so it is today and so it will ever be. In other words, as we know, Chazal tell us that the Avos HaKdoshim, the Shiftei Ka, they also performed and perfected every wish, every mitzvah given to us in the Torah. In other words, these ultimate servants already by nature, by yearning, by wanting to fulfill the service of the Master of the world, without even being given the Torah, they were able to fulfill all the commandments and all the opportunities of service that were given to us in the Torah on Har Sinai. And what this opens up is the door to understand what the Torah put forward for after Har Sinai. You see, at Har Sinai, Klal Yisrael was at an incredibly high level, at an incredible level where they were already put on to a level of service, just as their leader Moshe Rabbeinu, after uttering the words Naaseh v'Nishma as discussed, they understood the highest level of service, which means doing whatever the Master wants them to do, with no search for any reason whatsoever. They reached this incredible service, this incredible level of service, and therefore the Torah itself was everything they needed to show them the way. But Hashem, the Master of the world, knew that the generations that will come afterwards will need more detail and guidance. And that's why the Torah instilled in it an exceptional tool, an idea of the Rabbanon, an idea of a Chazal that from generation to generation explored and opened more and more details, so that us, generations later, will understand what we need to understand in the Torah. The Torah put in a tool called Vayaminu B'Hashem of Moshe Avdoi. There is belief in Hashem and in his servant Moshe, understanding that the ultimate servants that we see and that are guiding us are there to teach us things that we ourselves would not merit to see in the Torah. They are there to open up the words of the Torah, to open our eyes so that we can see what the Torah is teaching us. For that we have the Chazal that are guiding us on every step of the way, adding Gedorim Usyogim, making sure that Chas v'Shalom, we with our selfishness will not transgress and circumvent the service that we're supposed to fulfill. We have the Rabbanans in almost every aspect of life, teaching us and watching over us that we should Chas v'Shalom not go over the boundaries of service. The incredible gift of Chazal was an idea that no matter where the generation will stand, no matter how intelligent or lack thereof the generation will be, in order to see the guidance given to us in the Torah, Chazal are there to protect us, to guide us, to show us the way, to open up the light so that we can see in exact detail what we can and should do at every given moment At every moment that we might have otherwise had questions, Chazal are there to show us the way and to answer these challenges so that we can move forward in the light of the Torah. This, of course, opens up more and more in every generation. In every generation, the Torah has given the power to the Gedolei Adar, to the ultimate servants of the generation, to open up to the questions and challenges relevant to that generation, to answer these challenges, to show us the guidance that we need to fulfill our service, which shows us how not only did the Torah provide us in full detail in every aspect of our life how we should behave, but the Torah has also given us the tool that if and when we find ourselves in a situation where we can't see the answer, where we can't find the exact answer that we're looking for in how we're supposed to serve our master, the master of the world, the Torah has given us a tool which is called Chazal, Rabbanim, Gedolim, the servants, the ultimate servants in our generation. And they are here to show us the way, to answer our questions, to show us how we can, no matter what situation we find ourselves in, how we can be the best servants that we can be, and how with that we can fulfill our mission in this world. You see, when we find ourselves, when an ultimate servant today tells us something, opens our eyes to see the light and how we should behave, that is a gift given to us in the Torah, showing us, answering our question, answering our challenge, removing our obstacles, and leading us in the path towards ultimate service. Because of course, the Torah is here from Matan Torah and forever to answer every question, to remove every challenge, in order for us to be able to become the ultimate servants that we need to become. And in that, we conclude all the details given to us, shown to us in the Torah, the physical, the mental, the spiritual, the timeless guidance given to us in the Torah to show us the way how each and every one of us could become the ultimate servant that we need to become, to be able to finish each and every day with the knowledge that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, that we are walking on the path that we're supposed to be walking on, and we are ultimately going in the direction of fulfilling our mission in the world and fulfilling the mission and the purpose of the world itself. In the coming episodes, we will try and open up a little bit the basis of what the Torah, of what service is surrounded on, and we will start with what the Torah itself starts with, the idea of time, the idea that everything in service is based on time, knowing and understanding what time means, knowing and understanding the power given to us with the idea of time. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to continuing this discussion with you in the coming episodes. Thank you and have a wonderful day.